Afternoon, so I haven't really got much lined up at the moment. There's a lot of, a lot of these pairs are really quite bullish. Great British Pound NZD and Great British Pound CAD, they've all kind of, they've made some real big moves this week, and now I'm just kind of waiting to get a bit of a reversal on these moves and see a switch in the momentum. To see a little bit of a switch in the momentum, but when that comes, I don't know. But I want to be at the, being at the start of these momentum switches, so I'm just keeping an eye on it at the moment. Really loving trading the German 30 at the moment, simply for the fact that price action is just like, look at it, it's incredible. At the moment, we're seeing a little bit of a consolidation, so it's not massively worth trading. So I've cleaned my sheet just for the purpose of this video, and then what I'll do is, after I've kind of shown it, I'll show you the setup that I'm kind of looking at for it. So we're seeing a little bit of choppiness at the moment. I don't think it's anything to be too concerned by in terms of longs. I'm still looking for longs myself. But yeah, let's just have a quick look. So we can see now, obviously, we've made this really big move to the upside and we've had a pull down, and we're not really seeing a reversal. What we're actually starting to see form is we're starting to see a continuation pattern form, which is well, it could go either way, but usually we see a pennant. So we're starting to see price get squeezed, and price is going to have to make a move in one direction. Now, we'll either see a break of this level here, and then a move to the downside, where we could then see something here, for example, and we start seeing a kind of head and shoulders pattern form. Maybe just, there could be so many different levels where it goes down to who knows what buyers are happy. Or what we could see is we could see a move to the upside if we break this level here, and then we start to look to target new highs, which will be usually psychological numbers, such as 23 will definitely reach, could break through that 23.5 and then look to go all the way up to 24,000. So it's kind of a little bit of a waiting game at the moment. I'm still interested in trading this, so I'll put on some of my levels that I'm interested in trading, just so you guys can have a look. That. So I don't mind trading these consolidations because they still offer you opportunities. So we can see here that we had this move to the downside. We kind of had like an inverse head and shoulders, followed by a breakout, a retest of this level, and then this is when price couldn't continue to the upside. So we've had this, this kind of other pattern form, which is why if you do take these longs and you kind of set your targets up here, it's always important to, trail your stops, or at least take partials, or set realistic targets, basically, because you never know what's going to happen. But so what we're looking at the moment is, obviously, we had this downward channel, we moved to the upside, now we started having this further structure form where price wasn't able to reach new highs, but it also wasn't creating new lows. So price is now going to get squeezed in one direction, as I explained to you earlier. But what I am looking for is, I'm looking to take a long position on this. Now, this level seems to be quite key. All of these levels, obviously, we can see price reacting off it on the hourly, on the 4 hourly. If we go down to the hourly, we're also getting a little bit more detail. A lot of liquidity, buy side liquidity, sitting around this area, but price managed to smash through that yesterday. And yet again, as I say, it has now formed some new highs. So if price manages to break above this level, then I am going to look to take a long, and maybe also add to the position as well. I might increase my stop, because during these times of consolidation, you can see here these big wicks, price gets a little bit grabby, and around key levels it can be a little bit indecisive, so we want to avoid that, for sure. What I'm going to look to do is I'm going to look to target this trend line liquidity at the top, and it will just be a case of trailing my stop to each level of market structure on the way up. If we break this level here, then I'm going to be looking for shorts. So some of the fundamentals to take into account, which I think really is the main fundamentals at the moment, is we have got inflation rates coming soon. I'm sure they're going to be for particular countries, and I'm not sure what countries they are, so that will be dependent. Obviously, key companies such as key countries such as Germany, the inflation rate for Germany is going to be a big deciding factor, but also other inflation rates across Europe will have an impact on this. The main fundamental to take into account at the moment is the tariffs that Trump is looking to impose on Europe. Now, he made a statement yesterday, I think it was, saying that Europe is going to receive tariffs. It's going to be a 25% tariff, and the main market that's going to be hit by these tariffs is automobiles. So obviously that's going to add 25% onto the price of all automobiles being exported into the USA. So what then has to happen is either manufacturing has to move over to the USA to, so for example Mercedes, the Volkswagen Group and all of these kind of large German manufacturers then will need to move over to the USA and start manufacturing there, which will then appease the tariffs, and they can continue to sell more vehicles. If not, 25% tariff, it adds a lot of money. So say you've got a 100 grand car, say you've got a 100 grand Audi, you're adding 25% onto that Audi, you're adding 25 grand. 25% is a big tariff. And what we're seeing from some of the other countries that are, the tariffs that are being imposed on Canada, for example, is we're now seeing a switch from them importing or exporting goods into the USA to actually completely switching their manufacturing to move into the USA. Sorry. So we may see that. That would be really good for the index. That would be really good for German stocks. If we don't see that, who knows? As I say, 12.5% increase this year. Very, very big move to the upside. We definitely could be due a correction on this. So yeah, for the moment, I'm just looking to get into a position at this level and just take profits accordingly. I'm really comfortable with trading these ranges and these areas. That's why I trade trendline breaks, momentum switches. That's my style. And if we kind of look to break this level here, then we're going to be in for some really lovely shorts, and I'll be looking to take advantage of those as well. So yeah, that's my analysis on German 30 or DAX, German 40, basically German index, German stock index. And yeah, if you've got any, if you see something different or you see any other views, let us know. If you if you agree, let us know in the comments, and or let us know in the Discord group.